product, to discourage the product, to encourage the product. When it's good, it's good. When it's bad, oh boy, we're getting a rant. Welcome to the Unscripted Kayfabe. No rumors, no dirt, oh bullshit. This is the Unscripted Kayfabe. The Unscripted Kayfabe. Tune in to Spotify. Tune in to Apple Podcasts. Tune in to iTunes, to Apple Music, even Heart Radio. The Unscripted Kayfabe is the product that we watch. To analyze the product, to watch the product, to discourage the product, to encourage the product. When it's good, it's good. When it's bad, oh boy, we're getting a rant. Welcome to the Unscripted Kayfabe. No rumors, no dirt, oh bullshit. This is the Unscripted Kayfabe. The Unscripted Kayfabe. Tune in to Spotify. Tune in to Apple Podcasts. Tune in to iTunes, to Apple Music, even Heart Radio. The Unscripted Kayfabe is the product that we watch. To analyze the product, to watch the product, to discourage the product, to encourage the product. When it's good, it's good. When it's bad, oh boy, we're getting a rant. Welcome to the Unscripted Kayfabe. No rumors, no dirt, oh bullshit. This is the Unscripted Kayfabe. The Unscripted Kayfabe. Tune in to Spotify. Tune in to Apple Podcasts. Tune in to iTunes, to Apple Music, even Heart Radio. The Unscripted Kayfabe is the product that we watch. To analyze the product, to watch the product, to discourage the product, to encourage the product. When it's good, it's good. When it's bad, oh boy, we're getting a rant. Welcome to the Unscripted Kayfabe. No rumors, no dirt, oh bullshit. This is the Unscripted Kayfabe. The Unscripted Kayfabe. Tune in to Spotify. Tune in to Apple Podcasts. Tune in to iTunes, to Apple Music, even Heart Radio. The Unscripted Kayfabe is the product that we watch. To analyze the product, to watch the product, to discourage the product, to encourage the product. When it's good, it's good. When it's bad, oh boy, we're getting a rant. Welcome to the Unscripted Kayfabe. No rumors, no dirt, oh bullshit. This is the Unscripted Kayfabe. The Unscripted Kayfabe. Tune in to Spotify. Tune in to Apple Podcasts. Tune in to iTunes, to Apple Music, even Heart Radio. The Unscripted Kayfabe is the product that we watch. To analyze the product, to watch the product, to discourage the product, to encourage the product. When it's good, it's good. When it's bad, oh boy, we're getting a rant. Welcome to the Unscripted Kayfabe. No rumors, no dirt, oh bullshit. This is the Unscripted Kayfabe. The Unscripted Kayfabe. Tune in to Spotify. Tune in to Apple Podcasts. Tune in to iTunes, to Apple Music, even Heart Radio. The Unscripted Kayfabe is the product that we watch. To analyze the product, to watch the product, to discourage the product, to encourage the product. When it's good, it's good. When it's bad, oh boy, we're getting a rant. Welcome to the Unscripted Kayfabe. No rumors, no dirt, oh bullshit. This is the Unscripted Kayfabe. The Unscripted Kayfabe. Tune in to Spotify. Tune in to Apple Podcasts. Tune in to iTunes, to Apple Music, even Heart Radio. The Unscripted Kayfabe is the product that we watch. To analyze the product, to watch the product, to discourage the product, to encourage the product. When it's good, it's good. When it's bad, oh boy, we're getting a rant. Welcome to the Unscripted Kayfabe. No rumors, no dirt, oh bullshit. This is the Unscripted Kayfabe. The Unscripted Kayfabe. Tune in to Spotify. Tune in to Apple Podcasts. Tune in to iTunes, to Apple Music, even Heart Radio. The unscripted kayfabe is the product that we watch. To analyze the product, to watch the product, to discourage the product, to encourage the product. When it's good, it's good. When it's bad, oh boy, we're getting a
Welcome to the Unscripted Kayfabe Review. Wrestlemania 42 is in the books, and, honestly, I would say the show... I chose not to go and cover the entire shit. I was like, I'm not going to cover a date on night 1 and night 2. Just like, I don't want to do it separately or whatever, so I chose to just, even though I did a prediction separately, it doesn't matter. It doesn't fucking matter. The show was really good overall. I'll give you that. It was a really good show overall. But there's always a but here, huh, folks? Question is, was it better than last year's WrestleMania? I just gave you 3-1. Yeah. let's not go there, okay? It was absolutely better than last year's WrestleMania. There is zero ways you can convince me that last year's Mania was better than this year's Mania. No. Dude, I don't want to remember that shit. Because I left being more, like, having a good time and feeling happier and, like, seeing one of the greatest WrestleMania main events. I've seen fucking great WrestleMania main events. This main event was just incredible. The Roman and Punk one? Are you fucking kidding me? And out the fucking downright classic WrestleMania main event. Punk and Roman are the best of the best. They are. And you cannot fucking say to CM Punk that he's like doing the best work of his career. Punk is doing the best work. He's more happier than ever. He's doing the best work of his fucking career. He is. But does that leave out, the most problematic point of people's, I'm going to talk about the entire show, but I would say that main event with Punk and Roman, guys. Good God. What a main event. You talk about main events. That's the main event. I call it main event, honestly. I would say, yeah. That's the main event. That is like a fucking real main event. It's a great fucking main event, all I'll say. Great fucking main event. Okay, sorry. It was a great fucking main event. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Not just thoroughly, I think it was fucking incredible. Like, hats up, that's why I'm already going to say that's why it's better. Rest of the card, we're going to go over the card. We're going to go talk about every match by match. We're going to talk about the entire fucking show. Overall story, Roman and Punk, man, we're going to go over that later on. The rest of the matches, I would give you, that ladder match. Holy shit, I have missed this. Gotta tell you, I was just a little kid when I first saw them back then. It was like 2016 or something. It's been 10 fucking years. I'm 20 years old now. I was 10 years old back then. It's like, brought a tear to my eye. It's like, it did. It got me a little emotional. Like, seeing that, like, a ladder match. Stuff like that, like, getting that back again, that was like, oh my god, where the fuck is this ladder match? Everybody got their shit in. Everybody looked fucking great. Rey Mysterio, Rusev, Dragon Lee, Penta, JD McDonough, Javon Evans. Are you fucking kidding me? All these motherfuckers, they look great. They look great out there. They put in the work. Rey Mysterio is fucking great at this stage, and you already know it. All of them fucking look great. Rey Mysterio was wearing a Daredevil. Looked like Daredevil to me. I don't know. His fucking gear. Penta was wearing Shah Rukh Khan from Mortal Kombat. Cool fucking gear too. Real, like, this ladder match, you know, the Money in the Bank ladder matches have been there and they've been pretty fucking good. This was a fucking incredible, one of the greatest goddamn ladder matches. It's been like, they fucking might have just, if it wasn't for Roman and Punk, they would have fucking stole the show. You know, it was that fucking close. You know, I don't know what Dave Meltzer gives. These two, Roman and Punk, if you want to ask me, it fucking broke the 5-star record for me easily. And then this ladder match. Beautiful. This is how you do a fucking ladder match. Everything else on the show was also great. I think it was Jade Cargill's great match that we were looking for, and we got it with Rhea Ripley. That was fucking great too. Like, there was a ton of great shit on this match. Like, ton of great shit. Jade Cargill and Rhea Ripley and Trick Williams versus Sami Zayn. You know, I had a prediction out there that I said, hey, Trick might lose. Or not, I wasn't sure, but I thought Trick might lose here because they could have Sami Zayn wins in nefarious ways. That might cost Trick. I think this could have gone a little more longer. That's just me. A little bit more longer. Maybe like 5-6 minutes more, but I think it was fucking great. It was fucking great. It was a great match. It was a great match. Trick Williams' aura, his presentation was there, and holy fucking shit. Like, are you kidding me? This is how you talk about something that good. That's how it fucking goes, dude. And Trick won the championship. Pretty damn great. What match have we not covered on the show? I think we covered a majority of the matches, right? We covered Rhea, we talked about Trick, we talked about Trick and Sammy, Rhea and Jade, Punk and Roman, ladder match. There were 6 matches. I know which one there's another one that I'm not covered. I'm thinking about here. Which was it again? There were 6 matches, right? We're talking about Rhea and Jade. No, if I'm not mistaken, I'm not sure. Rhea and Jade, Sammy and Trick, Rhea, Jade, Sammy, Trick. I'm not sure here what I'm talking about again. Rhea, Jade, Sammy, Trick. I am missing up here, guys. I don't know what the fuck happened. what else match was on this show? I know there was Brock and Oba. I was going to talk about it later, but I'm talking about this match. Like Brock Oba, Rhea, Jade, Trick and Sammy, Roman Punk, ladder match. Was there a tag team match that I'm missing on this show? If this match, I'm sorry, whatever this match I'm missing is a big match here. There were 6 matches. I'm missing such a big fucking match here. Guts got to tell that match didn't probably do that good as much as I thought it would. Oba, Brock. Trick. Sammy. Rhea. Jade. Roman Punk. Which match am I fucking missing here? Oh god. Took me forever. Finn Balor and Dominic Mysterio. I think that match was fucking great too. I mentioned that the Demon should win, and he did. He did. Gotta say, Finn Balor's entrance was fucking great. The fucking hard beat, and we're gonna talk about all this later. But man, that match was fucking good. They went back and forth. It became a no holds barred match. That was interesting, and I think that stipulation was needed, because that match was fucking great. It was a great match for the stipulation it gave it. It's a great fucking match with Dominic Mysterio and Finn Balor. I think it's pretty damn great. Now, I believe we're going to talk about Brock and Oba here. And Rhea and Jade, did I mention about that too? I think that match was pretty... I'm sorry about forgetting. Like, that was weird, I know. That match was pretty great for Jade Cargill. Rhea Ripley was a pretty good... It was a good match. Good, not Rhea's, like, peak best matches that she's given us. WrestleMania 40, the recent ones 39, 40, 41, like, come on. No, but it was fucking great. It nearly stole the show at WrestleMania 39. Close to. Like, honestly, if it wasn't for Roman and the other one is Roman and Punk, Roman and Cody, and the Usos versus Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn, probably that match would have gone fucking... Could have been the fucking match of the night. Of the entire show. But anyways, that match is pretty great with Jade. Jade's great match, honestly. Jade worked, and she was like looking great in this match. Selling was pretty good too, and I liked her performance here. Felt like it didn't go too long, because I mean that's where you start to show Jade Cargill's weaknesses a little bit. I mean, she's a little green. She doesn't understand how the whole aspect of pro wrestling probably still, and she's not that great at it. Some people are just not that great at the aspect of wrestling, you know. She looks like a fucking gazillion dollars or whatever, like great, but it's not about your fucking looks, women. It's about you go out there and you prove that you can go with the best at the best. You can go with the best women's pro wrestlers out there. There's going to be some criticism on this show here, and that's going to be coming towards night one. And you bet there's going to be. If you don't think there's going to be no criticism, I have no criticism for night 2, not really, none, majorly none criticism. 0. Maybe a little bit, but I think it's more impactful that basically Oba beat Brock so quick, just 1. Could have been a bigger fight, could have been a better match. No, but it solidified Oba like he's a fucking monster, and he just in a way, squashed Lesnar because he got up on his one knee after taking a fucking F5. You tell me. I think that's pretty great. It's pretty damn great overall. You know, forgetting, like, okay, so there's not much criticism I have to give night 1. I'll give you that. I'll tell you that. I don't know if night 2, not that much criticism. I think we already covered all the Demon, Balor, and Dominic Mysterio. The Demon won, which is fucking great too. They made the right outcomes. They made the right decisions. I would have not been upset with Sami Zayn winning, honestly. That would not piss me off because only if he won through nefarious ways, as I talked about. Tried to cheat and win. I would have fucking loved that. We're gonna get to Roman and Punk. We're gonna be talking about that match real soon. We'll be covering that shit. Night 1. I went over night 2? Yeah, I went over night 2. Night 1. Well, this is where things get a little interesting. First of all, I watched the show on delayed somehow. I watched the show a little delayed. I believe I was doing my predictions or something, and I chose to rather watch the show delayed. I watched the show delayed. I didn't catch up the show. I didn't choose to go live again or whatever for WrestleMania. We might do a live stream for Monday Night Raw. A live reaction to that because I haven't seen the show yet. So we might do a live reaction to that. But I chose to watch the show live and I had a good time. Actually, I didn't watch it live. I almost watched it live. I watched it a little pre-delayed, on a little delayed, it was a little delay. I watched it on a little later, but it was still going live at that time, but I still watched it, like when it was going live, but again, it was a little late. So I didn't got to deal with fucking commercials and Hulk Hogan doc that people had to sit through. It's like, fucking great. It's great. I didn't get to see the Hulk Hogan doc, and I'm fine by it. I'm the lucky one, I guess. Good job. You can just check it out when it comes out. I think the Hogan doc is out, I believe. I believe it's out. Right? Or it's going to be out. I don't know. So we're going to be checking out the Hogan doc later on. Do we do like a live reaction to that? I don't know. We'll see. I don't know if that would be something anyone would be interested in. Want to do a live reaction to the fucking Hogan doc. I don't think I need to do a live reaction to that. Just enjoy it, watch it. A really interesting piece of documentary. The Vince McMahon, Mr. McMahon doc was, I think, pretty entertaining. It was very, the thing WWE looks for sports entertainment. I'll tell you that. It was pretty sports entertainment. There was pretty much a lot of sports entertainment in that. Nothing else I'm going to give out there. It's pretty sports entertainment. Pretty much a sports entertainment documentary. And just was very entertaining. There was shit that I already knew with the Vince doc. I'm just covering the doc because I'm, whatever. So I already knew about what's the Vince doc and what Vince did and shit, whatever he's done. It's but it was pretty entertaining and how they put it together, and it was quite funny and whatever the fuck. This doc with Hogan could be really good too. Let's see. We're gonna check it out later on, and that's my impression about the doc. And I really enjoyed the Vince doc. I'll tell you that. My favorite episode was probably when he was at his weakest. Either it was the family business where it was like, ooh, okay, or either it was the episode 3 Screwjob, where they got fucked over by Bret Hart they got fucked over by WCW and Ted Turner taking all the talent and thinking they were not competing against each other. I'm just giving you much, if I'm not talking about the Vince doc, that was my favorite episode of the Vince doc. The Vince documentary, I'll also see the Andre the Giant documentary on HBO. I think it's pretty darn good. Piece of documentary on Andre the Giant. I check out the Dark Side of the Ring a little bit here and there sometimes, you know? Some different fucking thing. But I'm not a big proponent on that, but overall, those were the docs, whatever. Those are just wrestling documentaries. Paul Walter Hauser to talk about a Mick Foley biopic. I think he would do like he would do not do like a movie, but he would do like a fucking series maybe on that. It's not a documentary, but it's gonna be a series. So I'm interested in a Mick Foley series. That'd be something cool. Seeing some ECW shit, you know, that I don't know. It's not easy to get that content. WWE's posting ECW shit on their fucking on their channel that they opened up the vault, but it's not enough there to get to know about it. So moving on. I really enjoyed this. I really enjoyed this piece of show. WrestleMania Night 1. So there was a lot of Hogan talk that was showed to a lot of people. I didn't get to see that, watched it on pre-delayed. So again, I will not have the same issues and problem with commercials, but I'll tell you right now, I'm not going to go over commercial shit again. I'm just going to say, they should not be doing that. It's fucking WrestleMania. Why WrestleMania all this? Why does WrestleMania have commercials? You know why they're doing that? Because they're getting fucking paid. They're stroking their dicks off. They're getting paid. They're getting money. They're getting just business or whatever. It's like, they don't fucking care unless they're getting paid real well, and you know it's quite the payment. But speaking of one thing on night 2, I have a criticism about is JD McDonough, Rusev entrance, and Dragon Lee's entrance got fucking cut. Are you fucking kidding me? At WrestleMania, we're making these guys look like fucking jokes, bro, I don't give a fuck. I don't care. You're not supposed to treat your talent like that. TKO is treating their talent fucking ridiculous with all this whole bullshit about, you know, this talent's great or whatever. I don't give a fuck. It's, what are we doing here? TKO sucks. We can talk about TKO all day. This show, we're getting commercials and shit, which is, again, they call it premium live events. You're calling it premium live events and you're doing fucking commercials. I don't know. I would say that's the best thing to do. Why are you doing premium live events and you're doing fucking commercials on them? I don't know. You call it PLEs and you do commercials. You run commercials. Bro, nobody wants to see these fucking advertisements. I didn't choose to watch an advertisement or an advertisement mania or commercial mania. I didn't choose to watch commercials. I didn't get to see as much commercials. If I did, I didn't get to see like fucking like commercial. Actually, there were commercials, a lot of commercials. I didn't get to see, but I didn't fucking care really. It didn't ruin my experience as much as it did a lot of people. You know, that's a brilliant thing. Or maybe watching it a little delayed. Honestly, do not go completely. Just don't watch it when it completely goes live. Go watch it when it's a little delayed. I'll just tell you that. Yeah, that's just me. So I think it's better if it's a little delayed and you watch it then, and could be a better thing than watching it live and whatever you want to expect. You watch it live. Yeah, I noticed I don't really go great with fucking like a lot of great shit, like when I talk about just all greatness. So we're gonna have some criticism here, folks. Definitely there's something to criticize on this show. I'm not gonna fucking go on a rant and shit, because I mean, you've seen me do that on AEW and WWE. It's been many times. It's like, there's been WWE and AEW where I've, AEW, bro, they fucking made me go pull my hair out almost. Fuck them. For what they did last year. Garbage. Overall, we're gonna be talking about the show for night 1 now. Again, talking about the most important thing, criticism of night 1, there were commercials, and I did see commercials, but I skipped over them because I wasn't live, or I wasn't watching it completely live, so I got the I was watching on Netflix, VPN or whatnot. I fucking got to skip it over. I got to skip the commercials. I did. Good for me, I guess. Moving on. Not just about commercials or whatever. We're going to talk about the show now. The show kicked off with, so there were matches like the Usos, LA Knight, the Vision, and Speed. Overall recently, I'm talking fucking Paul Levesque here. Overall recently, Speed is getting quite involved. He's been involved since I believe like WrestleMania 40, where he got barked by Randy Orton, and he fucking took an RKO on the table 2 years ago. So pretty good for him. He was 19 back then, right? He's 21. Good for him. Speed, yeah, he took a fucking RKO from Randy Orton on the announce table, and he got barked at. He got fucking barked at straight up, like, by Randy. Other than Randy Orton giving him the RKO, it wasn't like, what would I say? It wasn't like I really thought, he was going to do that great or whatever. So, and I've already seen his fucking training, with Randy in NXT with Miles Bourne and whatever. Yeah, he was with A-Train. I don't know what his name right now. I forgot his name. Whatever. He was with NXT, and he was doing Performance Center. It's the Performance Center, and he was doing training there. So, good for him. He was doing some great shit there, honestly. That's what he is. He does great shit. He's pretty great at doing that shit, I guess. I don't know. Streams. Yeah, he's obviously one of the biggest streamers on the planet. You can't fucking tell me that. I mean, come on. Yeah. So, WWE getting, the most important WWE wants to fucking get their dicks hard about social media. They don't care about social media, but again, they all use all social media, They're getting these numbers and 470 million views on by the hands of Speed. I mean, yeah, obviously, the Speed is fucking globally popular. And he's going to give a lot of eyeballs on WrestleMania. You have these globally popular streamers that people watch. Kids watch Speed a lot. I know this because, hey, I mean, I won't say I'm a kid, but yeah, if you get it, you get it, So, kids watch Speed, I show Speed, and whatever. It's like, so, other than that, he had a little appearance. He got speared by Braun Breaker. I don't know what he did at 41, really. I don't remember much. He was in the Rumble, where he took a spear from Breaker and a back body slam from Otis onto the announce table. And then at WrestleMania here, he made his debut after his training or whatever with Vision, and they showed the training montage where he took some fucking drop kicks, or he did little fucking moves here and there. He did the eyesight, he did the moonsault from the top rope and shit like that. So, you knew that if you've seen a little bit of Speed here and there, it's fine. But if you're seeing it for the first time, if you've not seen WWE for the first time, oh my god, you probably get fucking blown away. What the Speed can wrestle? Wow, cool. So Speed comes out with the fucking Superman cape. I don't know what he was dressed at. It looks like Superman to me. So, he's trying to be a fucking superhero or something, shit like that. I don't know. He came out. They went back and forth. The smash didn't go as long, really. Yeah, we'll go over the match later on. But we're going to cover the match later on, honestly. But this match didn't go as long as it would be expected to go. Like, you would expect this match to go longer, but it didn't go that long. It just did. That's it. There's no more shit to that point of aspect of I don't know. It was kind of back and forth, tag here, tag there. One beat up each other. Usos super kick first will take out Speed. Speed goes in a headlock with LA Knight, takes him out or whatever, and then eventually somehow we're gonna go to the end here with talk about Speed. He just gets on. He does not he accidentally knocks off Logan. Theory's like, "What the fuck did you do?" And he's like, "Come hit him." Theory gets a BFT for his troubles, and LA Knight picks up the win. So this match was not as long, and that was it. After that, Speed was beaten the fuck out by Logan Paul. There's his consequences in professional wrestling. He tried to beat his ass up. Usos come out, super kick him, we'll give him with a 1D. LA Knight puts him on the table, beats him up. And then Speed hits him with the fucking 5-star frog splash from the announce table. So, good for Speed. He had a great Wrestlemania moment. This is a fun fight. This is just a fun match, and we knew what it was gonna be. So I think this was Aisha Speed had some good performance here. It's cool to see these streamers, man, being on this fucking level, being on the fucking level of this shit. It's cool. Moving on from this match, I'll talk about Jacob Fatu and Drew McIntyre, which I think the build was fucking great, Speaking of that build, the Speed, and I think that build was also pretty fun. Danhausen cursed in him, and then he got cursed, but LA Knight attacked him. It was a fun build. It was nothing it wasn't great. It wasn't like, oh my god, this build is great. No, it was a fun build for a popular celebrity and Speed. Aisha Speed, a popular streamer, one of the most biggest streamers, Twitch streamers, YouTube streamers, whatever you want to call, in the world. So it was a big moment for him right here. I could tell you that. I mean, I think he blew up more back in 2022. Really, that's a really big streamer. So he's been quite a big name for quite a long time. It's been a fucking long ass time. It's been a big ass deal. So moving on from Aisha Speed, but I think that build was pretty fun too. The Danhausen cursing him, LA Knight attacking him in his fucking house or whatever, and it's this shit was funny. People who won't get wrestling is real or shit, whatever the fuck they want to get on. I don't know. They don't understand this shit. I mean, they're gonna fucking hate on it. They're gonna fucking call it fake, whatever, gay, whatever the fuck they want to. Yeah, bro. He got fucking shoved on it with streaming shit. His streaming setup. Whatever. His streaming setup. LA Knight fucking chucked his ass. So the build was pretty fun here. The build that was fucking great, and I think was a great ass build, and had a great maybe at the end it wasn't that great, where you have them cutting. Why didn't you just have them be face to face like a John Moxley and Darby? I'm gonna give that fucking example, but when Darby and Moxley had that fucking interaction where they were in a fucking dark jail cell or whatever, and they were talking to each other through the fucking glass panel, and it was something like that. I could have loved to see with Jacob and Drew something like that. I mean, the hospital when they're fucking falling off. Shit, but no, we didn't get that. But I think it was pretty good conviction by Drew, and how made it really personal. Targeting his insecurities, Jacob's insecurities. Drew's fucking the man at doing that, as always, so that's what it was. The match was an unsanctioned match, and I'll just say it didn't have any blood in it, and I wish it did. And the match could have gone more longer, honestly. The brutality was there here and there, but it wasn't too much that it should have been for the build that they gave us. So there's criticism there, right there. I think the match delivered in terms of it was pretty good for the what you expect from it, what you think about it. I think it was pretty good in terms of what did you expect, really. I think it was pretty darn good. there were spots like where Drew's taking the fucking phone or whatever. There were spots like where, and he's hitting Jacob with the head on the phone. Drew like legit almost got the fucking toolbox nightmare again, and it's like he threw that toolbox away. Drew kicked off with the jump up moonsault from Jacob Fatu that fucking gets the job done always. Drew kicked out of it. That was fucking cool too. I love that part of the match. Jacob beating him with chairs. Drew taking the belt. Jacob whipping him, like dancing, fucking whipping him with a belt and shit. That was fun. Table spot outside was pretty darn cool too. And then the tools that they took out, the chairs, they beat the shit out of each other. It was Drew, tortured Jacob. Drew after the build actually, the build was better. Honestly, I'll tell you that, but not by far. The build could have also been at the end really fucking like that, like they want to rip each other's heads off or whatever. But they had them cut like fucking vignettes, which is like cool. You're cutting vignettes. Maybe you just do an in-person segment in a dark alley or something, or whatever by the police station or somewhere in the fucking dark alleys or whatever of these cities. I don't know. You could have done, I don't know where the show took place. I actually did not remember. So you could have done it in whatever, Sacramento, California, whatever, You could have done it in Sacramento if you wanted to. It's like, it wasn't like not okay to do it there. You could have fucking done it there, so. But the match is pretty good. Next match I'm going to talk about is the women's tag team match, which I'll be talking about now and probably won't be talking about again. I don't think I have to. So Nikki Bella was apparently injured. This was Nikki Bella, Brie Bella, Charlotte and Alexa, Lyra and Bailey, the Destroyers, whatever the fuck, Lash, Legend, and Ajax. I would have preferred Bailey, Lyra, and Charlotte and Alexa. That's just me personally. I think I would have loved that. I think that should have been the match, and we didn't. I wish they went a little bit longer on SmackDown and would have given us a proper match, and then could have had them fucking break it apart, because I was into that match actually. A tag team match between these two, Charlotte and Alexa and Bailey and Lyra. I mean, there are some teams. They're the teams that I'm actually into seeing a match. But I actually wanted to see a tag team match, but they fucking chose not to do it. So I guess we are not going to talk much about it. We're going to go to the end of the match here. So Charlotte gets attacked by a crutch from Nikki Bella, what we talked about before the match. So Nikki Bella can't wrestle, and she felt really emotionally hurt. I mean, I didn't give a shit really, because I didn't want to see Nikki Bella on WrestleMania. I don't fucking care about Nikki Bella. I don't care about Nikki Bella. I don't think she is a WrestleMania competitor, even though I don't know if what WrestleMania has become into fucking commercial mania. So, but you talk about like a top tier current day women's pro wrestling WrestleMania competitors, I will not keep her up there. So Nikki Bella was injured, and she said, I called an old friend, and I knew who it was. I watched this shit legit live, and it was Paige, and I was like, it's Paige, because I fucking saw the rumor. Like, the dirt sheets, is what I gotta go get over them here, man. The fucking dirt sheets out there. Sean Ross Sapp, fucking bodyslam.net, PW, no, not PW Center, baby, I don't know. All these fucking dirt sheets out there, man. They have legit a vendetta against WWE. They're in Tony Khan's pocket, and you would see this more than ever when you see a AEW return. A recent example is MJF, where it wasn't spoiled at all. It was actually shocking to see him, even though they did the fucking thing and was trying to blow it up. They didn't spoil it. The dirt sheets did not spoil it. But when it comes to WWE, they would fucking spoil it, because they have a fucking vendetta. So you should know that. They're in Tony Khan's pocket or whatever. They have a huge vendetta. They don't like WWE, and I understand that. I mean, you don't need to, but And I don't think WWE caters to dirt sheets, but honestly, fuck them. I mean, they want to spoil everything, honestly. They don't give a shit. So, honestly, the hypocrisy is there for fucking Sean Ross Sapp and the Fightful team and all these fucking fuckers. Fuck them to hell, honestly. I don't give a shit about them. I don't fucking stand dirt sheets. Bro, if I was a pro wrestler in the business, I would say to you to fuck off and do not ever. I will not let you know anything. And I will actually fucking go and say, you better fucking not tell this motherfucker. I'll keep shit personal to me. That's what I see. Yeah, I'll keep shit personal that you have no fucking information about. So, I don't care. I don't want to be fucking buddies with these dirt sheets because all they do is spread fucking negativity about you, take headlines and fucking lie about you. Fuck the dirt sheets for first of all ruining Paige's return, which could have been more fucking great if they didn't spoil it, but they did. They did because so that's what they fucking do. They hate WWE and they want everything. They want to spoil WWE returns, but they want to keep AEW returns. And they say, no, we're not biased to Tony Khan. We're not in his pocket. Sure, you're not. Fuck off. So Paige came back, and that was a great moment for her. Honestly, I think her return to wrestling, like wrestling itself, like pro wrestling, when she came back to wrestle after 5 years nearly against Britt Baker at Full Gear, and the build to that I think was pretty damn good. And when she came back as Saraya, I preferred her pop as Saraya. That's just me, you know. But at Grand Slam 2022 AEW Grand Slam, your second Grand Slam, second annual. But I think it's pretty great too. You know, honestly, they moved away from Grand Slam. Grand Slam used to be in Arthur Ashe Stadium, and now it's in. They had 4 Grand Slams: 2021, 2022, 2023, 2024. Yeah, they had Grand Slam taking place, and then they moved it to Australia. It's an Australia event, folks. Australia, mate. Whatever. Who cares? So, as Alexa seen this, Charlotte's getting beat up with a fucking crush. She's like, fuck it, I gotta try to win this. She jumps over the top rope. Paige counters it, hits her her signature, turns into a fucking rampage, and for the win. And now Charlotte is a little upset, and Alexa, you can see a little tension where Charlotte was upset here. So let's see if they go into that story and they build to a tension between Charlotte and Alexa, where Alexa turns on Charlotte, because I think Charlotte is one who we don't need to see as a quote-unquote babyface. Oh, sorry, as a heel. We don't need to see her as a heel. We don't need to. And I'm saying quote-unquote because I don't want to see her as a heel. Because she's a heel. Like, you can tell she's a fucking heel, but I don't want to see it. It's like, if I want to see her as a heel, I'll tell you, it's boring. It's just fucking boring. And I don't want to see it. It's goddamn boring. People have really turned around Charlotte. Turned around on Charlotte. And I think Charlotte Flair is getting the love. I think a year or more, I think people would actually be clamoring her to see back in. Imagine to keep her away from the world title for 3 years. Imagine that. Holy shit, people would be fucking begging to see Charlotte Flair then. That tells you how much Charlotte Flair needs to be away from the title, and people actually want to see this woman be back in that scene and be the best of it. Like, people miss her or whatever. We're gonna see that. So let's see where this Charlotte and Alexa feud goes. I think Alexa turns heel, Charlotte stays the babyface, because Alexa Bliss is as a babyface. I don't think I'm into that. I think heel Alexa goes back to her old look. I don't need to see the Y6 shit. I need to see heel Alexa, like her old team or whatever. Go back to the Alexa Bliss of old, and who was fucking great at cutting promos, I think. Who was fucking a great fucking promo now and then. Savage, that's what she was. Moving on. Moving on from this match to Sorry, folks. The AJ Lee and Becky Lynch match, which was pretty darn good too. Match started off, they went back and forth. It was a little back and forth. Becky tried to take off the turnbuckle. Jessica Carr was being quite mentioned as being the corrupt referee here, and a lot of things like Jessica Carr was not being liked, and people do not like Jessica Carr for who she is, and she's a corrupt referee, and you know what you can say about corrupt referees and all that, I guess. I thought that for what it was, being a corrupt referee and what she was trying to be, I think it was pretty fine. Yeah, she's trying to be a corrupt referee, I think. I don't understand much of what there's left because, I mean, I've known that Jessica Carr is a pro wrestler, former pro wrestler. So, I mean, how much is she going to take shit from back in the finish where actually Jessica Carr they said Jessica Carr didn't notice. I'm like, she fucking noticed. I think this match was good. I actually rewatched this match because I was actually, like, I don't know, was down on it or something. I was expecting more, I don't know, but I think it was good for what it was. I think it was a good HLE match. It was a good HLE match, but it was a pretty good HLE match. As a Becky Lynch match, it was, like, for Becky Lynch as a competitor, okay. Nothing special. Moving on. I'm not going to much talk about this match here. We're going to get over this entire match probably later on if we have to. Seth Rollins and Gunther, folks. Gunther and Seth Rollins. This was the great match of the night. So Gunther comes out, I feel like, oh my god, shit, I put the volume up and like, this feels like fucking WrestleMania now, doesn't it? Because the feeling of WrestleMania wasn't there. I didn't feel like, this doesn't feel like. Majority of night one did not feel like it's WrestleMania. So when Gunther came out, I'm like, holy shit, okay, we're fucking getting there. Gunther came out, he fucking, did a strut as the ring general, and the fucking, his team is incredible. Like, that fucking team head, and Rollins came out in something like a Mortal Kombat inspired gear. I don't know what he was wearing, black eyes, and looked fucking cool. Rollins always had fucking great gear. He had the fucking angel gear. I think it was a homage to HBK at WrestleMania 25 for the one he had WrestleMania 41. But I think his gear this year was fucking great too. Rollins has some great fucking gear, so I'll tell you that. Like, Rollins has always had these like great ass fucking gears. Always, honestly. So good to see Rollins in this gear. Moving on from this. Gear shit. So match starts or whatever. Gunther attacks Rollins. And Gunther just basically fucks up Rollins. Power bomb, takes his ass out of the ring, beats him up. Rollins tries to take advantage. Both of them it's just a back and forth match. Gunther, how technical Gunther is. He's working on Rollins and just fucking great shit right there. Eventually Rollins tries to retaliate, goes back and forth, hits some chops, they fight back. Rollins gets the upper hand here and there. And then Rollins goes for the pedigree, connects with the fucking pedigree. Gunther hits the powerbomb or whatever. Rollins hits the pedigree. I noticed Gunther's sell, or like the pedigree selling right now was just, I've noticed it's like people land on their fucking side or whatever. They can just go splat head first, like face first on the match. Just don't take it if you can't take a fucking pedigree. So that was interesting to see, like a pedigree like that. Cool. Rollins took the pedigree. Gunther took the pedigree. Took the stomp, kick out by Gunther, powerbomb. It was quite back and forth. Like, it was a great pro wrestling match. It could have been. Michael Cole kind of spoiled it for you and said, "Hey, it's a brawl, it's a fight. It can't be a 5-star wrestling match." So it wasn't a 5-star wrestling match. Michael Cole, thank you for telling us it wasn't a 5-star wrestling match. It was a pretty great match overall. It was a great match. It was a pretty great match. Yeah, they had that back and forth feel. It had all the Rollins at the curb stomp onto the announce table, hit the pedigree on the table. Again, Gunther selling is a little weird about the pedigree. I don't know, but that's just me. They went back and forth with chops and fucking. It was hard hitting. It was a brutal ass match. The power bombs Rollins took, and then after that, soon after the stomp, Rollins actually put Gunther's head on the post or whatever. Actually, no, Rollins got out of it, and then we see Braun Breaker. Sorry, he actually was seen in like a fucking reel or whatever online, or I don't know where people were filming him, and he's laughing where they're barking. They could see where he's coming, and he came running in with full fucking. He kind of held back, and he speared Rollins. He tossed his ass in the ring because the referee was distracted, looking after Gunther. The referee could not see. You know, I noticed that in the match, Rollins actually threw fucking chairs at Gunther. I felt like, okay, isn't that gonna be a DQ or something? I don't know. That's just me. He threw chairs at Gunther when before. That's the thing that the match did not start then. So sorry, whatever. So right out of the gate, this match was feeling fucking hot. So Rollins gets speared, the ref distracted by Gunther, he's laid out on the announce table. Gunther comes in, puts locking Rollins in a fucking sleeper. Rollins tries to fight out of it, but he slowly fades, and he just fucking fades. And he fades to black, where he is lights out for Rollins. Then we see Seth going up on the ramp, trying to crawl up the ramp, trying to get up. Braun Breaker runs up the ramp looking at Seth like fucking like with his eyes like this. And he just fucking runs like a fucking... Bro, if he would have actually connected to this spear, Rollins would have been toast. Those ribs would have been broken for like legit. Bro, in the intensity he came with here... Like the intensity Braun Breaker came here with, he kind of stopped himself because either Rollins' selling was not good. I don't know what happened here. That Rollins sold really awkwardly the spear. Like Rollins sells really good. This spear, oh my god, I'm sorry. This spear this was fucking weird. Rollins' selling was his selling was a bit too late or whatever. It wasn't there and it looked fucking awkward to me. I was like, I don't know, this is not it. I don't think this is great selling right here, Rollins. I mean, it's pretty good. They just looked a little awkward. The spot to me felt like Rollins, hit the fucking spear, or Rollins didn't sell that really well. That's just me, honestly. That's just my personal opinion on this. I have my own opinions on this, so Braun Breaker's back. We'll be heading to that feud hopefully sooner or later. We're going to see where that heads on to, and we're going to see what's going to happen with that moving forward. But as I would say, it's pretty good to see Braun Breaker back. And, Braun Breaker and Rollins going to have a feud here. But again, the selling of Rollins' spear just looked a little off to me. Felt like he didn't sell that well. Or Braun held a bit back to here, too. And Paul Heyman came out there crying to each other and whatever. Okay, moving on from this. Liv Morgan and Stephanie Valkyrie. I forgot to mention John Cena here. Yeah, I'm going to talk about John Cena here, maybe, guys, folks. You might talk about it later. I don't know. Liv Morgan and Stephanie Valkyrie. Liv Morgan and Stephanie Valkyrie's feud has... At first, I was not intrigued in calling this a WrestleMania match. I was like, I would prefer Stephanie and Rhea Ripley, but they went for Liv and Stephanie. And it got personal, the fucking shot at the mothers and whatever, and saying that you don't know shit, you didn't come from this background, I came from the dirt, I came from, Chile, and there was no pro wrestling there, and I had to fucking scratch and claw. You came from the fucking WWE center, and there's personal animosity there, and just fucking personal feelings there. Felt like she cut a promo in Spanish, and Liv was either crying one of the nights what she said to her, and it got real personal. And then we kick off the match here. Liv Morgan comes out with her Trouble Trouble song, which I think is not the best song. I don't like the fucking song as much. It's not a song I would listen to this song, really. Like, it's a bit Trouble Trouble, that's me. Like, it's a fucking weird song. Seems like a song that would fit Liv Morgan, because she is a weird ass character. What shit is she? She is weird. Harley Quinn vibes, huh? So, love that part of it, where Liv Morgan is. Now I will say I love this part right here, but a entrance I don't think we have seen yet where people have been stripped at WrestleMania. So she basically gets stripped by a bunch of strippers or whatever, or one male strip dancer and one fucking, or a bunch of female strip dancers. I don't know. She gets stripped by them. People were probably fucking jealous that she was getting touched around by this man. Every man probably in the arena was fucking jealous of that, probably. I don't know. I could care less. So that was cool. That was interesting to see that she actually, on her entrance, got stripped or whatever into her gear, and sold it as sexy as she could. So she came out. She was wearing legit no fucking fucking her she wasn't like, she was wearing no makeup really. Felt different. It's a little like she was just like ready to fucking fight. She didn't fucking care. Cool look. Stephanie comes out, her team fucking just Def Rebel, nothing special here for Stephanie Vaquer. Whatever the fuck it is, it's what she gets, I guess. I don't care really. We'll move on from this, but so they go back and forth. Stephanie attacks her, and then they get to bring their introductions. So Stephanie attacks her after the match. The bell rings. Stephanie attacks her. We get a little fight in between. They go out of the ring. They beat each other up. They put the inch back in. They try to again go at each other again, back and forth. It's a little back and forth here and there. She hits she hits the fucking Oblivion. Stephanie kicks out. Eventually you see the Judgment Day come out. Raquel and Roxanne. People were all fucking. So Roxanne was right. I could care too less. I was trying to focus on this match because I believed after the build that we got, the fucking great ass build we got, we could have this could have fucking be the night one main event. I really thought it should have been. We're going over what happened night one main event, sure, but which I did not hate. A lot of people hated it. I didn't hate it. I think it was solid. It was great from my viewer perspective. It wasn't great for you maybe, but it was great from my choice viewer. I had a little problem in the main event. We're gonna get to the main event right after this soon, but so they come out. They are trying to distract whatever. Liv gets out. Stephanie finally takes out whatever Roxanne after the distractions, whatever. Liv hits the Oblivion kick out. Can't believe it. She goes out of the ring, distracts or whatever. Now Stephanie actually takes out Liv with a fucking tope suicida. And then Stephanie is caught by Liv Morgan into a Oblivion. The second one for the win. So the match was pretty goddamn short. Okay, there's not much to talk about in this fucking match, really. 8 minutes or something. I don't know, 5 minutes. It felt like 5 minutes. They got fucking 5 minutes of pro wrestling there. Are you fucking kidding me? You got one of the best women's pro wrestlers in Stephanie Vaquer, who you took away from AEW, who you took away from Tony Khan, and you brought her in. And this is what you do? This is the fucking shit you do? You fucking have her wrestle 5 minutes? You have the best women's wrestler, period, who was just incredible, Stephanie Vaquer. And this is what you do with her? You fucking have her lose a match in 5 minutes? I mean, I don't know what to say about fucking... Fuck them, honestly. fuck the creative and fuck all these people and fuck TKO. I would have fucking liked a 25-minute match between Stephanie and Liv. You gave me 5 minutes at best. Fuck you. I was really looking forward to this match because I really thought this feud was fucking incredible. I thought this feud had reached its boiling point. Especially that fucking head bump that happened. That was unintentional and you know it, but still after that, even I was like, oh my god, this should main event night 1. Now after what we got for the 5 minutes, I wish it didn't, but I still could have made an event. It would have been a 25 to 30 minute match and I would have fucking loved it. If this was an AEW, this was going 30 minutes minimum. I'm telling you right now, it would. That's why I do have a little criticism when it comes to Triple H and his booking and TKO and WWE. And Tony Khan and AEW criticism when shit goes too fucking long. There are some matches that don't need to go that fucking long. I'll tell you which ones. And shows that just don't need to go for that fucking long. Tony Khan has hit that sweet spot, but he never gets that sweet spot. We never get that sweet spot from Tony Khan. Even though I enjoy it, but you know, the people I feel bad for who have to work. Moving on. The main event, which I wish it was Stephanie and Liv, honestly. Whether Stephanie and Liv Morgan could have been a fucking great fucking main event. They could have been the best pro wrestlers. Liv Morgan is a fucking great pro wrestler. The story they told, man. The story that they fucking told, and they fucked it up. You know, this is an example I give you where the build was fucking great. An incredible build for Wrestlemania, a women's match, to a fucking just underwhelming women's world title match at WrestleMania with Stephanie and Liv, which has Liv Morgan, one of the most like great professional wrestlers out there. Stephanie Morgan, a 5-star women's pro wrestler that they took away from AEW and took away from CMLL or whatever the fuck you want to say. This woman is fucking incredible. And this is what you do for her. This is the shit you do. You on her first WrestleMania match, you have her, this is the first match if I'm not mistaken, you have her fucking go out there 5 minutes and you have her fucking lose. Losing is not that's not an issue. I think Stephanie's reign wasn't fucking great or not. I think Liv needed to win here. But if you have Liv Morgan go out there and you have them have a 5-minute match after an incredible feud we get. You have a great fucking feud, a great story where you made it real and personal, made it look more fucking legit, and this story could have been a fucking main event of night 1 WrestleMania storyline. But you chose not to do that. You fucking want to run your fucking commercials and ads and you know what not, and they want fun fucking stroke their dicks off how much money and commercials and ads they want to get in, and the fucking Netflix doc, bro. I'm happy. I would be much pissed probably. But this match pissed the fuck out of me. I watched it twice, and I'm like, alright. That's it. Cool. 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 Really, honestly. Like, fuck off. Get out of here, man. What shit should I say? It's like, you gotta run your fucking commercials and commercials and commercials and commercials. But when you get to like shit like this, you can't fucking deliver. Like, what are we doing on this? I don't understand. I don't really get it. Like, what are we doing here? When it comes to commercials and commercials. If we got something good here, like we fucking choose not to do something good and something fucking great and really get these women and really put them up on the pedestal of having one of the greatest WrestleMania matches ever. We have had recent WrestleMania matches that are really, bro, women's WrestleMania matches have really fucking gone down this year. Like, let's look back at it here. We're talking about like the Wrestlemania matches in the 2020s have been fucking incredible. The women's one, yes, I agree. They have been just. They've been the best matches on the show, nearly. 39, 38, Becky and Bianca, Sasha and Bianca, 37, and then we're gonna go back to I think even Rhea and Asuka had a great match back in WrestleMania 37 too. Charlotte and Rhea Ripley, 36, NXT Women's Championship. Yeah, Becky and with pretty good match too. Like, we have had women's wrestling is really great wrestling, but this year it took a little back. So, but recently we have had some great fucking women's wrestling matches, guys. It's like we have had that already. We've had. But they chose not to give that. I mean, they want to fucking give you commercials and Netflix, Hulk Hogan dog, and they choose to just fucking shit that on you and use static screens and commercials and all that. I mean, why are we getting commercials at WrestleMania? We could get more time to these matches that were needed. Like Jacob Fatu and Drew McIntyre could have gone fucking longer. Easily could have been a 4-minute match. The Becky Lynch and AJ Lee match could have gone 13 minutes. I'm giving you a top section. I think 13 minutes would have been pretty great. 13-minute match. 14 maybe. I think AJ Lee is so good in the ring that she needs to go. AJ Lee just cannot go. Though she's pretty good at what she does as a promo job or whatever, her character and whatever that is. Because it speaks to a lot of people. She's adorable, whatever, with her character work. But her wrestling ability is not on the level of Becky Lynch. We fucking know that. And she knows it. So, AJ Lee, no. AJ Lee is no. We're not going to talk about that. AJ Lee on the level, no. No, not even close. It's no. I don't like it. And I'll tell you, there's so many things why I don't like it. I just don't. Like, it could have been better, but I mean, I don't like that it needs to go much longer, and it could have been gone 14 minutes. Drew S and Jacob 25. Rollins and Gunther could have been 35, 45, 40. I would have given that match 45 fucking minutes. Let them go out there and pro wrestle. You know, AEW does it. I'm like, fuck it, we can do it in WWE. Come on, why can't we not do it? Just let them go out there, give us a 45-minute pro wrestling match, but then we got fucking less than that, quite less than that. So, even though I think that match was 16 minutes or something, which I think 17 minutes, whatever, 18-minute match, I don't know. Pretty great match. It was a real fucking great match, but it could have been 5, 6, 7 stars, whatever you want to say, if they really had to go 45 minutes. You have Seth Rollins and Gunther go 45 minutes, bro. They're getting the greatest wrestling match fucking out there. And you know, because they're currently the greatest pro wrestlers in WWE active. With Styles no longer be there, I think AJ Rollins takes that place even more now. Moving on from Gunther. Like, Gunther is having bangers with AJ and Rollins. It's like, Gunther is so fucking good. He works so well with these guys. With Cena, like, Gunther's that good. He is not boring at all. Fuck off with the whole Gunther's boring shit, bro. Gunther is fucking great. Love Gunther. He is so fucking great at what he does. It's what the ring general is. He is fucking great. Gunther. Love Gunther. The show that we are to cover here, FoWrestlemania? Yeah. No. Gunther's fucking great. So I've given these matches more time here and there. What else? The women's tag team match, I would have done Bianca. I would have done Rhea. I would do Io and Asuka, probably too. Add that on night 2. Or I'll move the women's tag team match to night 2 rather, with Bayley and Lyra versus, in a tornado tag team match, Bayley and Lyra versus Io and Bayley and Lyra versus fucking not Io, Bayley and Lyra versus Charlotte and Alexa, whatever. I would have preferred that. Hey, that's just me. I'm just saying I would have loved if they would have done that, but that's just me again. I'm not gonna tell you. Well, I don't know fucking shit. Whatever. I'm just a fan. But I would have preferred something like that. I didn't give 2 shits about that women's tag team match. The 4-way was the worst match of the night. Period. Of the entire show. And I knew it was gonna be. Maybe it wasn't as bad, but it was like, it was just okay. It was just whatever. It's a 4-way match. Crowd was a little into it, so crowd reaction does good for Wrestlemania, because mainly it was Paige there, and people really wanted to see Paige would get her shit done in. So it was really cool to see her get her shit done in, I guess, but that was it. So I would not give that, but I think overall for night 1, I think that's what I would have done for night 1. We're going to be covering the entire fucking show overall, from top to bottom, spot for spot. Maybe we're going to hear a bit. Talking about everything Roman and Punk. We'll get into that later on too. We're going to talk about that later on, probably, but thank you for joining me here. Hit the subscribe button if you are new to the channel. Or not. I mean, it's been a while. I stopped doing these because, you'll lose your interest, or you just don't get any fucking interest for the product being not that good either for WWE or AEW side, where you're like, do I need to go back to doing this shit again? Do I need to get back to this? I mean, yeah, so if you're new here, subscribe. I would love your support. Go to Patreon. Pledge to Patreon for $4. It's just $4 a month if you can. It's been up there for a while, so it's been always up there. It's up to you if you want to. You got my Twitch, Spades Wrestling, where we do start more content on that. I've never done as much content on there. I've done recently a rant on Pat McAfee, which I haven't talked about as much, on why it doesn't make any sense here, but I've talked about it there. So if you want my opinion on it, go check it out. Let's kick off with the main event now. The main event. So go check those platforms out. But that's the main event? No, not yet. So go check those platforms out if you can. Support on Patreon. Go check the Wrestling is Spades podcast, which was known as the Wrestling Series podcast, has now upgraded and has been renamed to Wrestling is Spades. Wrestling Series podcast is done. We ended the Wrestling Series podcast long before, so go check that out. We have done an episode, I don't know which one recently. There's going to be less for me to talk about dirt, maybe. I'm not talking about that much about dirt, about pro wrestling. I don't cover that as much anymore as I used to, maybe. Go check that out. So go check that all shit out if you want to, and yeah, so yeah. Again, if you're new here, it'll be cool to me if you it'll be cool that if you subscribe. Honestly, it'll be cool that you indulge yourself in the content here with Wrestling with Spades, because there's some upcoming cool content that's coming out. It's not going to be just live streams or whatever. It might be videos, and we might be doing fucking like daily videos, not daily update videos, but you might see we're going to do something here. So tune in for that. It might be coming up soon, so get ready for that. But overall, I'll just say I appreciate the support if you're here and watching this stream. I appreciate the support, yeah, I do. I mean, probably it's not as much, I don't care, I mean, yeah, I thought it's time to bring it back or whatever, but that's my thoughts on the show, guys. Moving on. We were covering weekly shows and shit last year in 2025. Last legit, I think a year ago now. Wrestlemania review, whatever. God damn it. Moving on. Main event. Cody Rhodes and Randy Orton. The feud, not the greatest. The story in between them, one of the greatest stories you think if you, there are the greatest stories in between them ever, like mentor-mentee relationship, being the devil on the shoulder, Johnson being the angel or whatever, and being what Randy Orton was to Cody Rhodes, who he was, what he was. There was a lot of love between them, you know, in terms of the relationship, and it's Randy Orton and Cody Rhodes. A lot of blood, a lot of like history, and there's like blood, just like that fucking connection with history and legacy right there. That's the most important thing. Legacy, that mentor-mentee thing. So there's a lot of fucking 20-year nearly professional wrestling legacy. Cody Rhodes' first televised match in professional wrestling was against Randy Orton. His first ever pro wrestling match on WWE was against or was on a broadcast, like broadcasted to, like when he was first shown majorly was on with Randy Orton. That was his first match back in June of 2007. Let that sit in, if you can. So it's cool to see Randy Orton there, you know. It's fucking great. Whatever term, no, cool to see Randy Orton, what I'm talking about. Randy Orton and Cody Rhodes, the history is there, but you know who knows? It's cool to see Pat McAfee, and who had no involvement in this, and there was no need of a fucking phone call. I ranted and raved about this shit already. There was no need of a fucking phone. The phone call doesn't even exist. It doesn't need to exist. It's about blood, history, and fucking legacy. It's not about phone calls. It's not about fucking who's still on the phone call. It's not about fucking Pat McAfee. It's not about TKO versus WWE. It's not about any of this. This is Randy Orton and Cody Rhodes. They made it about TKO versus WWE. They did. And they fucking buried Randy Orton versus Cody Rhodes. One of the most... They fucking basically fucked themselves in the ass in the words I'll describe here. That's what they did. They anal fucked each other, basically. Like, they did. To produce the storyline here. They fucking fucked up. They screwed themselves over with this bullshit. With adding Pat McAfee, adding the fucking phone call. You don't need any of this. So Randy Orton, Pat McAfee comes out first. He's doing the, fucking fuck you, whatever. And he's out there, the crowd's booing him loudly. You fucking love to see the crowd booing Pat McAfee, you know. They don't fucking like him at all. He's out there booing the fuck out of him. He's flipping off the crowd. Fuck you, go to hell, fuck you. You look like the most ugliest motherfucker I've ever seen. Like, he's talking his shit to the fans and whatever. That people are not fucking like, this, just go the fuck out of here, Pat. Randy Orton comes out, he's got that little snake, like a 3D looking snake, like popping out. It's like, oh, this is cool, because there have been times where Randy Orton has fucking snakes that are looking like a fucking sperm and looking like dog shit, honestly. Like, so, it was cool to see Randy Orton coming out with a snake that looked like cool, and it looked cool. Randy's entrance looked cool. I could tell a little bit where I feel like did they pipe on the fucking crowd noise here with the chorus. Like it felt a little weird. The crowd didn't feel like they were singing. Okay. So interesting. I don't know. So at the moment it felt like the crowd was singing, but men back then they weren't. I thought that overall it was a really long entrance for Randy. That was pretty long entrance for Pat too. Cody Rhodes gets his own entrance, comes out with a fucking bat, fucking K, whatever entrance. He says he has his entrance where he's wearing the fucking bat cave or the Iron Man, whatever suits, and he's got this fucking like felt like his retirement match or something. I don't know. So he came out with that entrance, came out from the Cody Vader, like as always at WrestleMania. That's fucking step. He goes out from the fucking. He comes out of the Cody Vader. That's fucking Cody Rhodes for you. Cody Rhodes at SummerSlam or Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania. Cody Vader. One time he came out when he came back. He came out from the Cody Vader on Raw. So it was cool to see, but he comes up from the Cody Vader. It's like a fucking Cody entrance. Classic AEW entrances, whatever you want to talk about. You know, what do you want to talk about, Cody Rhodes? Whatever. So he came out with that entrance. He looked fucking cool. Cody, as always, he's cool. It's Cody Rhodes. He's just who he is. It's what he is. He's cool, and you know, he's out there doing the whoa, and the crowd is not really. The crowd did the whoa with him, but on SmackDown they didn't. I noticed that on SmackDown they didn't like Cody, and he got fucking no reaction on that show or something. So he felt like good God, it felt like weird. It felt really like, what the fuck am I watching? Cody Rhodes. When he had a fucking thing with Punk or whatever when he came out, it felt like he was, couldn't tell what the fuck I'm watching here with Cody Rhodes. It felt a bit weird. It felt like the crowd is booing him, not liking him or whatever, so Cody comes out with this entrance with all his fucking, you know, his mask that he wore as the, you know, Smoke and Mirrors Cody Rhodes. The fucking Smoke and Mirrors gimmick where he had the fucking, you know, beautiful face. All his iterations. We see the Stardust. We see the first rookie Cody Rhodes, the legacy Cody. We see the American Nightmare eventually. We don't get to see any AEW history, okay, which is fine, I guess, but we don't know Ring of Honor or whatever, I guess, I don't know. That's just me. We don't get to see that. But he comes out when the match is about to start or whatever. Before the match starts, Pat McAfee, when he's about to takes off his jacket, takes the ring, Pat McAfee hits him with the fucking mic. He says, "Whoa," and he just fucking beats him with the mic. Randy Orton trying to beat him up. They try to beat him up. Cody Rhodes sends Randy Orton to the fucking counters back. He sends Randy to the fucking turnbuckle post. Randy goes fucking out of that. Pat McAfee gets caught. Crossroads. Love to see it. Love to see Pat McAfee get packed up by Cody Rhodes. Love to see Pat McAfee get his fucking receipt by Cody. You know, we don't fucking care about you, Pat. We don't. It's like, it doesn't make any sense, honestly, why the fuck you're there. We don't need you in this. And then we get to see Cody Rhodes put him on the table. Cody's just laughing like, ha. And then and then we see Jelly Roll jump off, hit him with the elbow drop. Jelly Roll takes up Pat McAfee, and he says, give him these motherfuckers paid for, whatever. Give them the match they paid for, whatever. And then we get that thing from Jelly Roll, and then we kick off the match here, where it was cool to see Pat McAfee get his. They fucking try to. They're like, this shit sucks, and they took Pat McAfee out. They took his ass out. It was straight up. It was cool to see McAfee getting his ass whooped. And by Cody Rhodes, get a fucking crossroads or whatever. You know, it's cool to see McAfee take a crossroads. You know, we just want to see his Last year, wanted to see Travis Scott get fucking a receipt. It was cool to see him get a receipt, though, but not the receipts that people would have wanted to see here. But still, it was fun to see that spot where Cody Rhodes kicks him in the fucking. Not even gives him the dick, but gives him a fucking crossroads. Love that. Love that. Love to see Pat McAfee. They tell you right away that fuck this shit, fuck TKO, fuck this. This wasn't our plan. You're gonna see the main event now. Let's get to the main event. So, Cody and Randy go at each other. Shoulder tackle. Spot for spot here and there. Back and forth. Elbow drop, or whatever, not elbow drop. Eventually, Randy Orton starts selling his back, and Cody puts him on the turnbuckle. Michael Cole's like, we have heard that Randy Orton's back is hurt. And I'm like, okay, I didn't hear about this, so locker room or whatever. And then Randy starts selling his back out of nowhere too, and it's like, okay, that's interesting. It's a little weird, but. And Cody, it was a weird match. It wasn't awful, okay? It wasn't just incredible. It's a match that I thought in the moment it was pretty great. But now watching it back again, I think it was a little slow paced here and there. A little bit, but looking back at it, I think it was fucking incredible actually. Yeah. I loved Cody Rhodes versus Randy Orton. I did. I loved the maniacal Cody Rhodes working on Randy Orton's back, just fucking being a heel. Cody Rhodes played a heel in this match. Randy Orton was the babyface here. Actually, he was playing the babyface, and they kind of had Randy Orton play the babyface here and there, and target. And Randy Orton was being the babyface, and Cody was being the heel. So I loved that dynamic of the match. I really did, because. I mean, this is because I had Cody Rhodes and wanted to see last year against Cena, but we didn't get that. But we got this, I guess. Maybe that match could have been better than this if we would have got that second Cody Rhodes. But we didn't. Moving on from that. So eventually, Randy Orton, now gets busted open after working on his back. Randy's just selling his back. He's just selling his fucking back. His back is hurting. He's selling the shit out of his back. He's like, oh, my back hurts. And Cody's just trying to beat him up, beat his ass up, trying to beat the shit out of him. Randy Orton is just in agonizing pain and whatever, selling that back. Cody just fucking, he's hugging or something, or fucking he's working on the back, fucking punches to the back of Randy Orton. He's punching his back straight up. And then Randy Orton gets, knee to the back and fucking punches, and he tries to go for the suplex that affects his own back. He goes for the backbreaker and that hurts him, and Cody retaliates with a and then he goes out of the ring. Randy tries to beat him up. Cody pushes him to the post. Randy Orton gets busted open. Cody tries to beat him up, blood him up, fuck him up, bloody that bad. Cody hits the crossroads eventually too, and then tries to go for another one of swords. Randy Orton counters with an RKO out of nowhere. Cody hits the draping DDT in that too. Randy's selling his back as well, and now he's bloodied up. Eventually, Randy Orton busts open Cody Rhodes somehow. I don't know how that happens here under the punches. Cody Rhodes gouges Randy Orton's eyes or whatever. Cody Rhodes hits the crossroads too in this match. That was cool. For Randy Orton, it's crossroads in this match. Cool to see that. Atomic of the Eye of Randy Orton, the little playbook out of Randy Orton. Randy couldn't see. He fucking RKO's the official. Charles Robinson, Little H gets RKO'd, and after that, Randy Orton goes for the fucking dick kick or whatever, and Cody Rhodes counters it, kicks him in the dick. Cody Rhodes kicks him in the dick. Tries to go for the super cutter. Randy Orton catches him into an RKO, and then Pat McAfee comes out. And this is where I didn't think we need Pat McAfee. I honestly think it was cool to see Pat McAfee just get packed up. This was the best way to see Pat McAfee get packed up. we didn't need to see, but they think Pat McAfee was needed. We didn't need to see Pat McAfee. It was still good to see Pat McAfee get a fucking RKO, honestly. It was. But I wish he would have just fucking RKO'd him at... I wish they fucking would have... any of this wasn't needed. I wish they should have just fucking RKO'd him on that night. I wish she would have fucking RKO'd him on that night. But no, they didn't. We didn't need a fucking phone call. We could have had him fucking... They could have reconned this shit right then and there. They didn't recon at WrestleMania. So after that RKO to Pat McAfee, Cody Rhodes as a snake takes advantage of how he's in challenge with inner Randy Orton in inner darkness, and he fucking has a crossroads and retains the championship. He took advantage and he won. The match was going on, and Cody was not gonna fucking flop for this. Like, he's going this with shit with Cena. He's not gonna fucking fail for this. He didn't hesitate at all. Hit him with the fucking crossroads. 1, 2, 3. And Cody Rhodes is still your undisputed WWE champion, chat. I think this match was great storytelling. It had great storytelling in terms of... This match was unique. It was real, old school, a match. If you go back and watch a match from the 60s or the 70s, it has that real, old school, real territories wrestling days. That's what Cody Rhodes took from his dad, Dusty, so you tell me. Cody Rhodes is a big fan of the territory days. It was definitely a territory style Bob Orton, Dusty Rhodes, whatever kind of... it was a territory style match here. It was quite territory style, so quite the 70s and 60s pro wrestling matches. I've watched a bit of that, so I know. I can tell. I could tell this is a really old school wrestling match. I could tell the pace. I could tell how it was. I mean, it's not meant for a crowd. They told a different kind of match, and it was unique that they told the story in that way, and I preferred it in that way. Yeah. Still got their shit done, like the RKOs, the spots, and whatever the fuck, the finish, the signatures, the Randy Orton fucking taunts, and Randy Orton selling his back, which I don't know where the fuck that came from, but he sold the shit out of his back. He's selling his fuck out of his back, honestly. Like, he sold the goddamn shit out of his back, it's like I couldn't tell, like, where the fuck that happened, like, what happened there and there, but, like, he sold the fuck out of his back. It's like, it was a lot of selling on his back. He sold the crap out of his back. He did. He legit did. Overall, I mean, night 1, night 2. So, yes, Randy Orton, Cody Rhodes, to me, overall, was pretty damn... It was different. It was a different style of pro wrestling, and maybe a little old school. Quite old school, you can go back to territory, 60s, 70s. Quite the slow momentum here and there, you being fucking fucked from commercial on night 1, I get it, I understand your frustrations and whatever, and I also saw a lot of commercials, but I got to skip them because I watched it delayed. I watched it, fucking pre-delayed or whatever. I watched it live when it was on live, but I didn't watch it like watching it live. I watched it a little delayed, and I found it more easier. And if maybe you would have done that too, then it would have been different, sure, but you chose to watch it completely live. So I understand the frustrations of watching the Hulk Hogan doc and whatever you're watching else, I get it. And it's not okay for WWE to fucking do that shit. Now I don't know where the Cody Rhodes program here goes from. I don't know where this goes from. I don't know what we're to talk about that. What do you want to talk about Cody Rhodes? And what are we going to talk about Cody Rhodes? Where this goes? And Randy Orton and you know what, and I don't know what happens, where the fuck it goes. I don't know. I really don't. I don't know where this goes. I want to see where this goes. Hopefully it goes somewhere fucking great, but we'll see. We'll see where it goes, but I wish, again, WWE does not do commercials on PLEs and Wrestlemania. Like, why are we doing commercials? I mean, this deal with ESPN is fucking ridiculous in terms of now we're going to have these to deal with this. Remember, we have to deal with this every fucking year moving forward. So commercials and fucking, you know, ads and Hulk and documentary promoting their fucking documentaries and shit. Like, pro wrestling for Wrestlemania is going to be turning into fucking Celebrity Mania and Commercial Mania. I'm not here for it. We're gonna have fucking Saudi coming up. Saudi Mania coming up next year. So, holy shit, that shit's gonna be fucking awful, huh? We'll see. You know, I might go see what that's gonna be about. So, I actually might go to watch the fucking show live, rather than watch the show like this. As a viewer, I'd rather do that. I'd rather do that. Yeah. I would. I don't think I would like to be fucking bozed with fucking commercials on television. And we got Rock and Roman coming up, I don't know. Let's get into the entire show. Let's cover the entire show from top to bottom. We gotta talk about a lot of shit here, huh? We're talking about the entire show here, from top to bottom, here and there. Let's cover the entire show. We covered the entire show. Sometimes, at WrestleMania, I'm going to cover the entire show. I'm not just going to go over... We're going to cover the entire show, folks. As much as we can, we're going to cover the entire show. We're going to talk about night 2. We're going to talk about all the shows here. Let me move at this here. Actually, right here. Keep this here and folks right here. Are we live? Yeah, there we go. So, let's cover the entire fucking show, right, chat? Let's fucking cover the entire show. We're gonna cover the entire show. Let's talk about it a little bit here. I'm gonna cover this thing right now. John Cena came out. He's the host, and he was wearing a suit. So good to see. I forgot to talk about this. Cena was wearing a suit. You know, it was different to see Cena wear a fucking suit. Loved it. Cena's wearing a suit. I think it was pretty good to see Cena wearing a suit. It was different, and like he told you he ain't wearing a fucking shorts and his gear again. So he was not he's not a fucking liar. So just tell you that he was honest to his word. Whew. Jade and Rhea. We're going to talk about Roman and Punk. Remember when CM Punk had a big fight feel from the opening bell, engaging in a match that had tremendous psychology and feeling hatred and plenty of great moments. They each played mind games, taunted on each other, hit big moves, strong sequence attacks on the Punk. Reigns' adrenaline. He was relentless, true, on the attacks that he gave to Punk. Turn one each signature move, submission attempts. Yeah, Punk hit the spear, Roman hit the GTS. I think he did. I'm not sure if he did. Near falls, massive struggle, Reigns and guillotine, strike exchanges, later stages. This match was fucking a downright fucking classic. I'll give you that. Just tell you that. It was. I think, Chad, actually, you know what? I don't want to cover this shit. I'm sorry. I don't think. Oh no, I don't think I want to fucking cover this spot by spot. But I think overall, I'll just give my show rating when I talk about Cena maybe here. I think Cena and, maybe I'll give him my cover maybe. I don't know if I want to cover this shit. I think we already did a review, right? Here's my opinion on it. I want to see somebody else's opinion on this shit. Do I cover this show? I'll cover it now, I guess. Cena came out looking dapper or whatnot, introducing us to WrestleMania. Bianca Belair comes out, shocks us that she's pregnant, actually. She can't wrestle, so, I mean, it was more than her fucking hand that was hurt. You know, it's like, what's the surgery, huh? And then on night 2, we got Danhausen and Cena. And The Miz and fucking Kid Wilson. We could have had Io and Asuka, but it was pretty enjoyable for what it was. I still would have taken Io and Asuka more over this. That's just me. You know, Chad, that'll be it. I guess I'll be covering. I think we might be going live for the Raw show. Like, we might be covering Raw right now. Monday Night Raw. So I'll see you there, I guess. Right? No? I don't know. Do I really want to cover this show? My throat's fucking done, honestly. We win, you know, I'm fucking tired. Look at this, 1 hour 47 minutes, chat. We don't go that fucking far, ever. Our streams are not that long. You know, either I forget about the stream or whatever, our streams are never that long. I don't go that long until there's not much to talk about. And 1 hour 47 minutes is a pretty sweet spot. I don't have fucking super chats or whatever. I would have loved to talk about y'all, but you know, that's what it is. I've lost my voice, I feel like. Okay. Let's kick it off with Brock and Oba, right? I think I'll kick off with that. The match started off big with Brock and Oba. You know, Brock and Oba was like the atmosphere, the strut for Oba was there, and the crowd is chanting Oba, Oba. Lesnar gave him a few suplexes or whatever, but it wasn't enough. Like, Lesnar tried to take a cheap shot. Oba actually came out and he fucking, like, you know, showed Brock that, hey, you can't fuck up with me. You can't do shit with me, bro. You can't do anything with me. So, was love to see what happened with Oba right there. I think I already went over night 2. We are not covering, night 1. We're not covering night 1. We covered night 1 already. We're just going over night 2, and then we're getting out of here about this fucking review. I'll give you my entire review at the end. I'll tell you what my thoughts and what I'll give you my rating at the end. What's the rating for this entire show at the end? I'll let you know. And oh boy, how forgettable chat has the Darby Allin situation has been, huh? As I told you on my Dynamite review, nobody's gonna fucking remember. It's gonna be negativity from SmackDown. It's gonna be negativity from WrestleMania. It's gonna be positivity, and they're gonna be talking about that. If you are fucking stupid, if you're Tony Khan, you're choosing to do a Darby Allin championship win on a show on a week that's all about WrestleMania, bro. Nobody's gonna give a fuck about Darby Allin. You know who they give a fuck about? They give a fuck about Roman Reigns. He is the World Heavyweight Champion. That's who they give a fuck about. Please. Are you fucking kidding me? We haven't been gone this fucking long, chat, in a while. You know, we gotta check back on our streams or whatever. I think it's been a long ass time, I feel like, since we've gone this long. Or whatever. It's been like...
Playing for moment.
Shit. Got my fucking Alexa on. Fuck out of here, Alexa. Like, we haven't gone this long, chat, in like a while or whatever, but like my last longest live stream I did, like, we went live, I believe, and it wasn't as long. It was about some shit. We went live for that, did we? Yeah, we did. Was either the Crown Jewel review and where I was completely there. We're talking about completely had to be completely there for it. Was either the Dynamite I think it was Full Gear. Full Gear was the last show where we went 3 hours or something. So it's been a long time. What was the last stream? Last stream I did was went 2 hours. I did an AEW Dynamite review that we went 4 hours there. You know, it's like all that shit, whatever, went live here and there, went live there. Yeah, we can go back to a lot of shit that we went live. Raw after Mania. Another example. But that was only the last 2 hour one we went live. It doesn't matter. We went live here and there, we went live all the way. You know. It's a lot of AEW streams where we've gone live, actually, honestly. Chat, if I remember. Moving on. So Brock and Oba. So Brock and Oba was back and forth. Brock got a little afraid of Oba. Oba really dominated literally out of the beginning of the match, fucking starting the match. Oba dominates. Brock gets he got fucking scared the shit out of it. Oba tries to go for Brock. Brock fucking tries to attacks him, drives him, beats him up, drives him to the post, picks him in the ring, gives him a couple suplexes, gives him an F5. Oba fucking gets on one leg, gives Brock the choke slam, and then the fucking fall from grace. 1, 2, 3. That's it. Great fucking open. Great fucking open, honestly. That's how you do a great fucking open. That's how you do a great fucking open. Would love to see it. Love to see it. Tag team ladder match. Running over that. Night 2, and then we're getting the fuck out of here. We're done with this shit. We might be doing the live Raw reaction, which I'm not sure if I want to do a live reaction for Monday Night Raw. Do I? Do I really want to go live on a reaction for Monday Night Raw? We'll see. We'll see about it. You know, you're doing it right now. I mean, it's off. It's not live right now, but I might still do it live. It doesn't matter. Throw this fucking. So I'm just doing this because we're just doing this for the sake of fucking doing it, I guess. I don't know. Chat. Moving on. So next is the ladder match we're talking about. We're not talking about the jobber entrances between, you know, fucking. We already went over the entrances of Rey Mysterio and Penta and Javon. Other than fucking whatever. Whoever. Everybody got their spot in. Penta giving the Mexican Destroyer to Javon Evans, and that spot to retain the Penta retaining the title is fucking great. That's something we have never seen in this 6-man ladder match ever. For the mid-card title, we've never seen a retain. So it was great to see Penta retain. We've never seen this is an Intercontinental Championship match. We've never seen anybody retain the Intercontinental title. So this was really good to see an Intercontinental Championship ladder match, 6-man, where we got people retaining. Good to see that. Everybody got their shit in. I'm telling you, Dragon Lee to JD McDonough, who fucking took that Mexican Destroyer on the ladder. God, he's fucking selfless, I gotta say. And again, I already covered that, pretty much. Dominic and Finn. This battle with the Kendo Sticks, some gnarly chair shots, and you know there was a lot of gnarly chair shots, table bumps, and giving this match. It was authentic. There was like hatred between each other. The Finn Balor was selling the demon character a lot. Storytelling was there pretty much. There's character work with Finn Balor. Finn Balor was selling that demon a lot. The entrance where Finn Balor comes out with the demon, it felt like old demon, NXT demon, where I feel like we're going to see a lot of the demon with great fucking feuds to come. So Demon is back, and they really brought back Demon in a big way after he got fucking buried by Edge at Concerto at WrestleMania. So good to see the Demon back. Sami Zayn versus Trick Williams. Crowd was very pro Trick here, and Trick. Trick Williams is fucking great, honestly. Love Trick. Zayn was the aggressor. Zayn was the aggressor, straight up. Zach stiff and hard-hitting in his offense, including a brutal chair brainbuster on the apron. The brainbuster you don't get to see as much on WWE television, so good to see that. Williams would rally, and then Liliati distracted him, catches one with a kick. Some near falls. Williams reverse Helluva kick attempt, and just Gage got trick shot to win the match. Yes, it's a trick shot. He caught him and he won the match. And the United States champion, Jade and Rhea. For most of the match, Cargill did have Rhea Ripley's number. If things were running slow, the champion was focused and powerful, looking smooth and polished in her offense, and perhaps rallying up the match against our allies. Io Sky will be playing forward, attacking Kayfabe and Michin and whatever, and eventually, I thought actually Jade's gonna win here. I thought Jade retains, but no, they have Io Sky come out and help, and they have Io Sky make an entrance, so that's cool to see. And let's talk about Danhausen and Cena and The Miz, whatever, that was cool to see too. I would prefer something else on it, but I would prefer Io and Asuka, but I think Danhausen and The Miz and whoever there is, Danhausen, Miz, Kit Wilson, and the fucking little Danhausens they had. It was a Vince McMahon segment, like, ha ha ha, pal, I kind of fucking go Vince McMahon on my throat right now, but it felt a little bit like that, honestly, it did. But I'm fucking tired, chat. I think we'll be covering this shit later, right? Or not? So that was that. And Roman Punk, man, a fucking outright classic. So overall, WrestleMania 41, 42 blew WrestleMania 41 out of the fucking water park. 42 was fucking great, an incredible show, I think, overall. And my rating for this show, overall, is a 9 out of 10. Yes, it's a 9 out of 10. Last year, it would have been a 5 out of 10. Now it's a 9 out of 10. Or a 6 out of 10. Actually, I would say this show was a 9.5 out of 10. I'll change my rating right here. 9.5 out of 10. That'll be it, folks. This is the Wrestling with Spades. This Unscripted Kayfabe. 9.5 out of 10 is my review, or my fucking, for both nights combined. And night 2 made it that possible to make it be 9.5 out of 10. If night 2 did not deliver in what ways, it probably would have been a 6 out of 10 show. But night 2 fucking blew it out of the water park of night 1. You know how incredible night 2 was. That'll be it, folks. This is the Wrestling with Spades channel here. And this is the Unscripted Kayfabe. And I'm out of here, folks. This is the Unscripted Kayfabe.
Unscripted Kayfabe. Unscripted Kayfabe. Tune in to Spotify. Tune in to Apple Podcasts. Tune in to iTunes, to Apple Music, even Heart Radio. The Unscripted Kayfabe is the product that we watch. To analyze the product, to watch the product, to discourage the product, to encourage the product. When it's good, it's good. When it's bad, oh boy, we're getting a rant. Welcome to the Unscripted Kayfabe. No rumors, no dirt, oh bullshit.